Welcome to Dragon Quest Builders 2! I love the way in the, video ad for this game, I love the way the announcer said Dragon Quest Builders 2 because he left no delay between Builders and 2. I don't know why, it's so small and weird, but I really liked it. But yeah, Dragon Quest Builders 2! Sequel to the first one, kind of? Whereas Builders 1 effectively took place after Dragon Quest 1, Builders 2 is not necessarily a sequel to Builders 1, it is a sequel to Dragon Quest 2. And much like Dragon Quest 2 and compared to Dragon Quest 1, Builders 2 compared to Builders 1 is bigger, it's better, it does all the things it's gotta do, bigger and better. I'm excited. I have played a substantial amount of the game so far, but I've not yet beaten it. So no spoilers, you shouldn't be posting them anyway. There are people out here. You're in public. So normally when the very first time you boot up the game, they don't actually give you this menu. You just immediately start a new game. I'm gonna go ahead and overwrite this one, because whatever. I started up this one just to kind of test some things out. Did I hit no? Yes. Yes, okay. And you get to make a character. You can have a male with stupid hair, or a lady with, slightly better hair. I don't know why I don't like this hair. It grows on me, though. I think it's because the twin tails are too thin. But again, I don't know, it grows on me. Okay, so hair. Clearly we need pink hair. I'm not going full pink, a little dark. Or a little saturated. Skin. How blinding can we make our skin? They don't have any, absolute blinding looks. It's either this one or that far left one. I think I'm gonna go with... I'll go with this one. Eyes! It doesn't really matter. They're all dark. I want some pink eyes, but you can't give me just, pink eye. Or even blue or purple. But they all just, the purple ones look gray. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we're good. Who am I? I am a tofu. Where's F? I'm a tofu. Continuing the legacy of Tofu the First. And, as they say right here, you can, in fact, change your appearance pretty much whenever you want to. So, don't worry about it. Even your gender. You could change anything pretty much whenever you want to. So don't worry too much about, oh no, I can't do it. What if I don't like that hair color exactly? It's fine. Give you the chance to adjust the settings. I'm probably not going to be adjusting anything. Actually, no. One of these I am going to be changing. Never mind. I think it's defaulted to my controls from before. Which I think all I did was I inverted both of these. Yeah, I inverted both of these, I turned this up to type 3 so you run, you don't have to tilt as far to run. And I set this control to type 4, where it normally starts on type 1, which just, it affects how you access, your inventory. And you lose your stow in bag button, but I feel like this one is just a little more intuitive. What else we got? Everything else here I think is fine. Mostly showing this also to you guys, so you see, hey, there's an amount of options in the game. This brightness is honestly fine. Normally I'd kind of want to turn that up. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's get this party started! Options, you can change them whenever. It's a rough start. Hey, it's that guy! And that other guy! So the High Priest Hargon was the almost final... He was the main antagonist and almost final boss of Dragon Quest II. And kind of as far... You're kind of playing the whole game trying to stop him from summoning Malroth, the Master of Destruction. And, like, in the middle of the final boss fight, he goes like, I'm gonna summon him anyway! And then you fight Malroth. And Malroth is the final boss. The guy behind him, guy in front is Hargon, guy in back is Malroth. Big, nasty, he's got like 6 arms or something, and horns. He's horrible. Got a skull necklace, just drive the point home. And there you go, end of Dragon Quest II, you beat him up. Spoilers, sorry. Yeah, so even though they were defeated, these guys are still out and about, still causing problems. But hey, that means peace is on the up and up. So, like, the bad guys are fighting. Means it should be an overall easier game, right? Like the bad guys already lost. Oh man, I'm the hero. Oh man, playing tricks on me, getting my hopes up. Maybe. So why exactly should I be doing what you asked me to do? I mean, I guess that skeleton on the floor is kind of a good hint. You can move, and move the camera, and jump. Look at that jump. And I can interact with things, I can move around, and there's a lot of monsters out here. Oh man. It's neat, you like stick your arms out to the side too and go, "Wee, I'm an airplane!" The hold. I mean, you keep telling yourself that, I'm gonna keep building it. It's what the game's about. So what else we got? Or ooh, there's people in there. I figured that one out. Hey, how are you doing? Rude. So whereas in the first game we were the only builder, in this game we're not only not the only builder, but we're only an apprentice. Yeah, the children of Hargon are supposed to be pretty much all gone, but they're doing better for themselves than you'd think. What? I mean, maybe a little. Okay, so we came all the way up here to talk to you, but first, what's going on? So the guy mentioned the hold. We're on a boat. That sure is a boat. So I like that this game has taken a slightly more elaborate take on storytelling. That they'll even do stuff like this, where you've just got a big old boat. Just a big old scene on a boat. Instead of in Builders 1, where like the first thing you do is you start out and you're right there in Cantland doing your thing. And you guys weird me out. Oh, but what that means is if you accept a quest from somebody and you don't forget what to do, go back and talk to them again. The exclamation point will still be over their head, just like a gray or something, so you know. Go talk to them if you don't know what to do. I'm not going to talk to everybody. I'm just going to take a look around. Mostly because I'm going to be talking to everybody here in a second. How you doing? So many words. So many words. With multiple meanings. I'm taking over the ship now. So you do still take fall damage. So be careful coming down from here. I remember those bombs. You know, wandering around. Wow. I mean, I don't know. I met a lot of friends. I know a lot of monsters. I mean, I personally don't, but like there are tales of a lot of monsters being pretty cool people. You all just kind of want to murder us sometimes, and that's kind of rough. Sure are. It's a lot of ocean. Oh, getting all rumbly in my tumbly. So these little tutorial things, I understand the text is really small in them. Thankfully, they are just little tutorial things. There's never anything like important on them, but I cannot figure out how to make them larger. So, apologies. Also, you're not missing anything important. That just means it's food. You can eat it. Got me a little bit of bread back and a little bit of HP. our food gauge is now in a percentage, which on one hand lets them do things in sub-numbers, because before it was very strictly divided up, I think, into 5% increments. Like, there were 5 breads, and each one of the breads was divided into 5. So that's like 4, actually. You know what? Math is hard. Giving you a percentage, it's less visual, so I don't like it, but it also lets them do more with, like, precise numbers. Nah, the kelp was pretty nasty, but you eat what you got to. Oh. Oh, so for the record, this guy said he sits at the captain's table. This guy is the ship captain. Like, you see everybody else here. There's some interesting guys here, but this guy here is the ship captain. Not that that matters a huge amount, I guess. Sure thing. This is why I didn't talk to these guys earlier. I think they say the same thing. The last surviving members of the Children of Hargon. Maybe they're not doing so hot. This is all they got left. Good luck with that. You're a slime. Well, maybe you're not the last surviving ones if there's some higher up somewhere else. Well, I mean, I'm sure the captain knows. Maybe the captain is just not telling a Draki. I mean, I was told to run around and talk to people. Okay, so they're killing all the builders. That's cool. Oh, they grabbed me in Cantlin. God dang it. So, the world map in Dragon Quest II is actually just take the world map for Dragon Quest I and zoom out. Like, it's a much bigger world, and the entire world map for Dragon Quest I is actually there in Dragon Quest II. Obviously not as detailed, because they couldn't just, like, add the entirety of 1 on top of inside 2. Look, I'm just trying to build. Now, I have not played 2, so what I know about it is minimal, and I do not recognize those 3 names. Alright, that's cool. So there's not many members of Hargon left, but they're slowly killing builders because I suppose if they're all about the destruction, then a builder is kind of their antithesis. What can I say? I do what the quest tells me to do. Rude. Okay, so he's not one of the higher-ups. He may be captain of this ship, but he still doesn't know. Let me tell you, I'm completing quests, but I'm feeling closer and closer to death. I can do that. Punch! Punch! So you can see the little punch. You see the little fist in the lower left-hand corner with the Y next to it. So you press Y to punch. Simple. We will elaborate on this later. Good, they're teaching me how to kill. That's a bone, and I forget which one. I think it's your tailbone? Which, I mean, yeah, I give you a kick up the butt. Yeah, the funny thing about being pro-destruction and anti-building is you can't have nice things. Like monsters. I think I can take them. Hey, you gave me quests. And you're all willing to chat. I'm excited to work. Alright, so we're learning a little bit of backstory, and this is also serving as our tutorial, so we're also learning some of the basic mechanics. So we learned punching. And now we're learning crafting. That workbench has seen better days. Could use just a little bit of love. Building! Okay, so building works slightly differently from how it did in Builders 1. Instead of just having a massive list of everything you can build, it's kind of lined up differently. Right now we only have one thing, so it's not as obvious how it's organized. But it is going to be semi the same way, where you just have like a list of crap on the left, and it's kind of set up into sub-organizational things. And when you have something highlighted, it shows you right on the right, required, and how many of that thing you actually hold. The one thing that I miss from Builders 2 that Builders 1 had is it told you how many of the item you already had. Like, it would tell me you already have 10 torches or whatever. And then you can actually select how many you want to make. I can make a total of 15, even though I don't need 15. I only need 5. But that's nice for doing faster crafting, so you don't have to sit there and go like, craft 1, craft 2, craft 3, craft 4, craft. Just to like go, I mean, I'm making 8 beds. And you do have to remember you see the times 5, so if you make 1, you get 5 torches. Now we have an inventory down here, so we can select things. We can hold up a torch. Highlights the block, same as Builders 1. You can place it down. Boop. And then we also got to put them over here. They put a little icon where you need to put it. This is pretty common. We'll see over the course of the rest of the game, so it helps out a lot knowing exactly what somebody wants you to do. Overall, like, Builders 2 seems more polished than Builders 1. Just like the little things. I mean, you gave me a stick and some goo. Okay, what else we got around here? What else we got around here? Hey, guy back here wants to talk to us. How you doing, Skelebro? I'm trying to help. I was told to go talk to people. I don't know about that. I probably can't fight very well, to be honest. Okay, so we learned punching before. And this is where we're going to learn that baiting enemies, like you did in Builders 1, way more difficult in Builders 2. Like, you can still fight without getting hit, but you just have to be... You have to handle it differently. You can't just, like, circle strafe and then attack after you're done. So, we gotta fight this guy, so I'm gonna go punch him. Yeah, I did it! Wow, get wrecked. Yeah, I kind of just did like 1 damage. Well, look, I'm not a fighter, okay? True. I mean, look, he's got a weapon. You'll also learn recipes for doing things. And we write them all down in our big old book. That's part of building them. That's the most important part of building them, is coming up with the idea and figuring out how to go about doing it. After that, we're kind of just going through the motions. Well, I suppose it depends on what you're making. Because you get a lot of stuff where making something, just making it alone, is a really high skill job. Okay, so we can make things. Make equipment. Like a stick. I'm gonna make a stick. Equipment works differently than in Builders 1. You no longer have an equipment category and page. It's all your inventory. But when you equip it, you see it replaced my fist. What this means is you do, same as in Builders 1, you do always have a dedicated beat stuff up button. Attacking is a little bit different too. Primarily, you just want to mash. Like, if you're just a little bit slow, then you, like, fall out of the rotation and it forces you to, like, finish your swing before you can swing again. But if you just mash, then you just, like, wail, and it's pretty alright. Yeah, I'm gonna smack him around. And our lesson here is, A, this is how equipment works. You actually have to craft the item, it'll be in your inventory, then you have to equip it. There's not a special equipment page or equipment category or anything like that. So, like, that's way simplified. And we can equip stuff and beat guys up and whack him. Whack him. I did it. And I can take you! I mean, we just killed one of your crew members. Yeah, and there's our lesson. We are not fighters. We are builders. However, we can build things to assist us with fighting. This will become even more important as the game goes on, though, that, like, at the end of the day, us solo, not the best at fighting. I mean, we killed one crew member. What's stopping us from killing more? Okay, so we know the basics of crafting, of equipment, how our inventory works, even a little bit of fighting. Nope. I got gloves. So gloves are interesting. They are considered a tool, which is now in the much larger square down there in the corner. Tools are interesting. It's how Builders 2 handles some of the weird stuff that you had in Builders 1. Right now, the only tool we have are these gloves, and I was expecting this to be a much bigger thing in the game than it ended up being, but it's really not. It's mostly just like, you can do this if you want to. But it's effectively a way to move blocks around without having to, like, break them and destroy them and then take them back. While you have something in your hand, think like the one thing you can't do is attack, right? So the attack is the button. So if you hit the attack button, you spin the item in your hand. So you can put it down however you want. There's two more over here. Gotta grab them barrels. So this also means we have a designated button for our tools. And this will help clear things up from later on, but our hammer is considered a tool. We don't have a hammer yet, but that's how it's going to work in the future. So no matter what we're doing, no matter what we have highlighted, we always have a designated button for smacking and tooling. That's every generation, because every young generation isn't yet used to having to, like, get out there and do that. It takes some getting used to. That's how every generation is. It's not just one. I mean, for being your sworn enemy, you guys are, like, teaching me how to do everything that's important to me as a builder. Alright, I require chores, I guess. I mean, at this point, we've learned pretty much everything we need to know, though. We know how equipment works, how inventory works, how crafting works, how weapons work, how tools work. I sure do. I mean, I'm a builder, after all. I mean, I guess that's the conclusion. Oh. You're making me uncomfortable. Wow. Just like taking a builder onto your crew, okay. As soon as this ship lands, I'm making a break for it. It's where I keep all my ideas. And my comic books. What? What? Oh, so as a heads up, this text, I cannot control how fast this, or how long this text stays on the screen. And it feels like it stays on the screen forever. And we'll be seeing this, actually, as the game goes on. Now, come to me, my child. Oh, I mean, okay. Getting down out of the rain. Stormy. Very stormy. We're in deep goo-goo. I don't know how bony I am. I actually think I may be a little chubby. Ugh. Oh, that's not good. Want some help with that? Putting that box in the hole. Be nice if I had something stronger than a box. Oh no. It's okay, we'll just clear it up. Oh, another thing you're immediately learning. Water physics! There is water! And it's not weird like in Builders 1. Pick it up. Oh no, it's just 3 more holes. We got this. We got this. I can handle 3 holes. 3 holes is nothing. I got like a whole 3 more crates after this. Man, if there's 4 holes, though, then we're in trouble. Can I stick a barrel? I'll stick a barrel in it. That'll do it, right? Oh dear. I mean, I can grab some of those blocks. I can fix that. I can do this!